sorry. Is that the one it's called?
Yes. All right. Welcome back. Time to get into this James Somerton apology. Let's watch it right now because it was uploaded an hour ago. It's at 7,000 views. The comments are not favorable to him.
No spoilers. Let's see.
Yeah. Well, no, these aren't spoilers. These are. Oh, what did you change it to? Yeah, no, I don't suspect this is going to.
Unless he brings out a guitar. Bring out a guitar, man. Do a rap.
I don't think it's going to stay up for very long. Just judging, knowing that this man is a coward who cannot handle criticism, knowing that the comments aren't going the way that I'm sure he wants them to go, I think this video is going to disappear. So we're watching it, we're getting the tea while it's hot, because this video I don't think will be up in the next 24 hours.
Come on, bring out a guitar now.
This is going to be his desperate attempt at a spin. The dislikes are 3 times the amount of likes. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's just give a preliminary dislike right now.
Hang on. It could be good.
Okay, alright, you're right. Let's not judge.
Let's not judge.
Let's not assume.
This is 34 minutes.
34. First of all, one apology needs to be 34 minutes long. I'm sorry, what?
This is 34 minutes. It could be perfection.
Okay.
It could be the best apology ever.
Alright.
Without judgment.
Without further ado, this is something new. The Toxic Gossip Train Part 2. Here we go.
Hi, everyone.
First of all,
It's demonetized. That's a good question.
That's a good question. Also, I know we're 2 seconds in. We are 2 seconds in, but I already have a statement, a complaint. You know how YouTubers do the thing where like they have to look as like haggard as possible for their apology videos? Most women or femme presenting YouTubers will like just do a video without makeup or minimal makeup. And men, he's going to go for the the hunched posture, rubbing his neck, like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm just going through a hard time.
His hair's a little bit messy.
Yeah, messy hair. Already trying to prime the audience to feel bad for you.
I'm sorry for taking so long to make this video or to say anything. I'm in the hospital. I've been...
Oh, here we go. Okay, first of all, let's turn it off. It's a little bit quiet. He's been in the hospital. So we're setting the stage for... Yeah, I'm trying to get up. We're setting the stage for here's why you should feel bad for me. Here's why you should not be too mean to me.
In the hospital. For a little over a week. I tried. Fuck.
We really do need a YouTube apology bingo. One day we're gonna do that. I had that idea a couple weeks back. We're gonna do like a stream where we just watch YouTuber apologies and rank them and put them on a bingo. He started the fucking crying immediately. They are. You could fucking the deep breath. The sigh, hey everyone, I'm sorry. I can't hold back my tears. But come on, we can't be too hard on him, guys. We know he plagiarized this apology. Did we expect James Somerton of all people not to follow all of the classic YouTube apology tropes? I'm in the most humble looking background in my house. What did we expect, really? He normally has these really produced videos. He's wearing his fancy turtlenecks and he's got his hair all done and he's got a clean background. Now of course he's in just some random room in his house oh, I'm just so humble and sad. Oh, we're never gonna get through this. We're 29 seconds in.
I tried to do something really stupid.
Let me guess. You're gonna Jesus.
And he doesn't cut this. He's just holding on it. Oh, it hurts. It's so cringe. I think he's implying that he tried to unsubscribe from life. I think he's heavily implying that so that you feel bad for him. That's what he's suggesting. Which, you know, like, I mean, I don't know his life. Maybe he did. I mean, obviously, unsubscribing attempts are serious, and I'm not downplaying that. But the fact that you're putting this in your apology video feels a little, oh, what's the word? Manipulative? you know, like, okay. All right, you know, okay. All right. God. This like agonizingly long pause. He's trying so hard, and it's not work. Like I said, these comments are not sympathetic. I don't know if it's CNMA bad yet. We haven't seen any dance routines or ukuleles, but but he has already done the starting to cry mid-sentence, the suggestion that he is gonna unsubscribe from life, the long, awkward, unscripted pause to make you feel sad for him.
No edits, probably.
No edits, trying to find his words. All of the, I mean, get out the bingo card, because it's everything you expect so far.
I'm really only here now because before I did it, I called my dad to talk to him one more time, and he figured out something was wrong and called paramedics or 911.
This is not relevant to, I'm sorry, I'm going to be blunt. This is not relevant to your apology. Yeah, deep sigh. This is not relevant to your apology. If you are truly in a mental health crisis and you need to deal with that first, then deal with that. Don't make a video about it. Don't make a video where you're like, guys, I totally tried to unsubscribe and here's all the details. Because there's no reason to include that other than to garner sympathy. Like,
that's what he's hoping for.
Like, it's not relevant to like what you're sorry for. You're just like, I'm sorry, but let me lead off with all the reasons you should be sorry to me, actually, and I'm the victim. It's like, all right, dude.
Wonder.
Another long fucking pause.
Where they got here, and I woke up in the hospital, and yeah,
This video is not going to stay up. I guarantee it. It's not going to go
anyway,
the way
I'm
he
not trying to
wants
make this a sob story. I'm just trying to explain
Like,
why
yes, you are.
I've been so quiet. I had a friend from back home. I'm checking my emails and stuff. And yeah.
I mean, Jesus, like, it's dragging so much.
God.
Like, it's just so, and it, like, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, you absolutely are trying to make it a sob story. Like, again, do you think we're stupid? I mean, again, it's like, he's so unoriginal, he can't even make, like, a sincere apology. We've all seen 100 YouTube apologies at this point. This shit is par for the fucking course. Like, I'm not trying to make you feel bad for me, but here's all the reasons you should feel bad for me. Like...
It's been 2 minutes and nothing has happened.
Yeah, not a single apology yet. Just a lot of long pauses.
What's the other one?
But anyway.
You feel bad for me yet?
I want to say that I'm really, really sorry. Really, really sorry.
Yeah, sure you are.
What?
For the stuff in the videos, not crediting people and...
Not just not crediting people, though. Again, he's still missing the point. Not crediting people is the least of the problems. You straight up stole people's content. Blatant. It's not like you just quoted a few people and forgot to credit them. You made your entire script out of other people's work. like, even then that would have been bad. Like, if I fucking take the entire works of, like, Les Miserables and I publish it under my name, I didn't just not credit Victor Hugo. I, like, fucking stole that shit. That's not Victor Hugo. That's, Tale of Two Cities. Did Victor Hugo write Les Miserables? I think he did. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
For a lot of videos, you know, like...
Okay, I was right. It's Victor Hugo.
They did the opening titles thing.
Wait, what did he say? What did he say?
For a lot of videos, you know, like... They did the opening titles thing. And I tried to put, like, this is based on...
Oh my god, he's still doing the based on shit! He's doing... This is so embarrassing! Like... He is still, even after H. Bomber Guy thoroughly debunked all of these classic excuses, he literally can't come up with anything else. He's like, I'm sorry, I tried to credit, I put the names in the captions. Ooh.
Yeah, but where? What did they contribute to the video?
Oh my god.
You can't just say someone's name or article and not...
He's still denying the play. Like, this is crazy. Oh my god, he's gonna be devastated when he realizes this is not gonna fucking work.
X is this person's research or this person's book, but I know now that wasn't enough. That wasn't okay. And then there were a lot of times that
I'm sorry, but come on. Is he looking at his script right now? Do you think he's looking at a script right now?
Yeah.
Like, there's green glow on his glasses. That's usually when you're looking at, like, a screen.
Yeah. He's looking at, like, a Samsung Note screen.
He's like, he got his phone, like, sorry for I should have put more names in the caption.
Fuck, I didn't finish it. Should I stop and, like, type it out? No.
I can't, first of all, I can't stand the fact that it's unedited. Like, if this makes me want to vomit, these long pauses.
there were a lot of times that stuff just got put in and there was no attempt at crediting anybody.
Yeah. We know this.
He's crying again. I can't
And
stand
I'm
it.
really,
I can't stand
really
it.
sorry.
I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Oh
and I'm not sorry that I got caught.
Yes, you are. That's 100% the only thing that you're sorry about. That's 100,000% the only thing that you're sorry about. Hey, hey, Chat GPT. Just real quick, I'm just trying to see something.
You're trying to see if they can make a YouTube.
Does it say write a YouTuber apology? Yeah, he absolutely would never have come forward about it. That's another thing. It's like, you never would have apologized for or like even brought attention to it if H. Bomber Guy didn't make this video. Like, this is literally the only reason you're saying anything.
Also, you've been called out before, like the hate
You've been called out before, and you literally weaponized your following against those people. You called them liars. You accused them of trying to kill you. If ChatGPT wrote a better one, you should have put it in ChatGPT.
That's too much work, bro.
Sorry for ever doing it. I honestly.
Don't you dare say you didn't know. Don't you dare say you didn't know.
He's gonna say it.
Don't you fucking dare.
Didn't realize that.
Ah! Fuck you. Oh, no.
I didn't realize.
I didn't realize. Like, shut the fuck up. And again, like you said, other people less high profile than H. Bomber Guy had called him out before, and he literally attacked them. Yes. Like, the only reason he didn't do that is because he couldn't. Like, that has been his strategy. The only reason is because H. Bomber Guy is too big of a creator to do that to. Like, he's fucked.
Hurting people.
Here's more crying.
Mm-hmm. And now that I know that I was hurting people,
you know what this reminds me of? I'm a nanny, and I nanny a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old, and you know they're little kids. They be fighting sometimes, and like when one of them like totally like hits the other one like completely on purpose, like whaps them up the side of the head with the toy, and then the kid starts crying and then the other kid starts crying because they don't want to get in trouble. like literally just this week, the 5-year-old hit the 3-year-old in the head with the toy, and then he immediately was like, sorry, I didn't mean to. That's like this literally is like a fucking 5-year-old trying to get out of trouble.
You can cut some things here.
Just really sorry.
Okay, we got the point.
Jesus, what a waste of breath this is. What?
Oh my. Okay.
4 minutes into this 34-minute apology.
I lost my best friend because of this.
Okay.
Nick and I had been best friends since...
Oh man, cry me a river!
2011 or 12. We'd been friends online, and then he lived in Ottawa, and I moved to Ottawa so that we could be like friends in person. And
that's cool, man.
And then we moved back to... I moved back to Nova Scotia, and Nick came with me, and then we eventually moved to the Toronto area, and we lived together for
Man, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody fucking cares. Can you go get the cheese sticks, please? All right, let's break down what we've seen so far, class. We're 5 minutes in.
Christ, this is a fucking disaster.
I'm starting to see why he usually plagiarized his scripts. Oh my god. I low-key wish he had put this behind a paywall because that would have been funny. Do you think he's going to address his misogyny? Of course not. He hasn't even addressed the plagiarism. He hasn't even addressed the fucking plagiarism. He hasn't addressed anything in this video. He's cried a bunch. He's suggested that we're being too mean to him and he almost unsubscribed from life. He's crying about losing a friend for, reasons. He hasn't actually admitted to anything, much less genuinely apologized for it. So of course we're not going to hear an apology for the misogyny and the transphobia. Like, not a chance. Not a chance. Oh my god. Well, no, I still just keep the plates so we can keep both plates and then we can share them. Where's your brains?
Where's my brains?
You know you have them.
Sorry. Give it a sec, guy. We have to have a snack for this apology.
You gotta properly carve up food.
Alright.
$7 years? 8 years?
Who cares?
We lived together for a really long time.
Who gives a shit?
You must not have been good friends. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm Canadian.
He hasn't spoken to me since this happened.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Sorry, I
Since
said I
what
was.
happened, James? Since what happened? He hasn't spoken to you since what happened? Since what happened, James? Can you be a little specific, James? He hasn't spoken to you since what happened?
Since people exposed me for stealing content.
Guys, I'm sorry. It's just been really hard for me. I've had to face the consequences of my actions.
I'm gonna make this a sob story.
Well, you failed.
Should've got some Kleenex.
I'm not trying to make this a sob story. Where's the Kleenex?
But again, I'm really, really, really sorry for the things that I did in the videos.
That's cool, man. You got past the first sentence.
Copying people's work and not crediting them properly or at all.
Or at all.
I also want to apologize for the misinformation and just outright lies that ended up in the videos.
Notice how he phrased that. The outright lies that ended up in the videos. Not the ones that not the lies that I told. The lies that somehow, as if by magic, ended up in my videos.
You know, I copied and pasted the article into a Word document, and then I said them in my microphone, and then...
It's just like, come on, like, it's just like, you know, are you kidding me right now? Like, the lies that just showed up. Oh my god, Folding Ideas just left a comment.
What did he say?
Dan Olsen, Folding Ideas, the line goes up guy. He was like, when you said your channel was teetering on the edge of extinction and then replaced your Ursa Mini Pro G2 with an FX6 a few weeks later, was the lie about your financial situation or just a profoundly reckless use of money that your patrons believed was intended to keep you from being homeless? You know you have a bad apology when Dan Olsen is in your comment section reading you for filth.
Jesus. Oh my. He really expects everyone to be stupid. He really expects everyone already forgot about this controversy after 2 weeks. It hasn't even been that long since the H-Bomber video. God, I hate him so much.
I honestly say that I never intended for any of that stuff to be in the videos.
Okay.
In most cases, I didn't write it, but I should have.
Oh, are you gonna blame your best friend?
Yeah, the friend that he just mourned having lost, he's still throwing him under the bus. Like, I didn't write it. It's not my fault, but I'm sorry.
Then who did? Did your best friend write it?
You know, it was my face on the channel. It was my name on the channel. I should have been. I should have been more diligent about fact checking and stuff.
Fact checking and stuff.
Because there was a lot of really stupid shit in there.
Like the stuff I stole.
It's just so easy to check, and I just never did. I just took it for granted. I want to thank H-Bomber Guy and his team for setting up the fund.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
For setting the...
He's talking about H-Bomber Guy deciding to pay the people that he stole from. Fuck you. You don't get to say that. You don't get to thank H-Bomber Guy for paying the people you stole from. For paying reparations that you owe.
I know I stole like revenue.
H Bomber Guy, of his own volition, chose to sacrifice his money to pay reparation that you owed to these people. And you have the audacity to be like, thanks for doing that, buddy.
But I'm not going to contribute the money that I stole from them. In fact, I'm going to launch my Patreon again.
H Bomber Guy is sacrificing like a ton of money because this is his most viewed video ever. His editor, I follow his editor on Twitter, and she was saying it's actually going to hurt a little bit to give this money away because it's like more than we've ever made on a video. But we promised him we're going to do it. So the audacity, the fucking audacity to come on and be like, thanks H Bomber Guy for, you know, fixing my fuck up.
To make some money available for the authors that were wronged.
That were wronged by somebody. Not necessarily me. Just, you know, they were wronged. Not the authors I wronged. Just like the authors that were wronged in some nebulous way by someone.
I have a question. When they record this thing, do you think they ever look back and watch it? Or do they just instantly click the upload button?
It depends. I believe he probably watched this back. He was probably saying, oh, this is the part where they're going to feel so sorry for me because I left in the part where I'm crying.
And the journalists and writers and... I want to help somehow. I don't know how. I've seen a lot of people online saying how much money I apparently make, and they're way overestimating.
What? I don't even make that much money.
I want to help somehow. I don't know how. I've seen a lot of people online saying how much money I apparently make, and they're way overestimating.
Guys, I'm just a baby boy. I don't even have that much money, you guys. I'm just a widow baby boy. I'm just a baby. I knew I was wrong. I'm a baby boy.
Oh my. I wish I could help.
I wish I could help, but I just don't know how. I'm just a baby.
Beyond the fact that Nick and I split everything 50-50,
so Nick
they're still way overestimating how much money came in. And the Toronto area is expensive, so there's not really any kind of savings. I'm moving on.
Oh my god! It's because Nick has half the money that still blaming Nick. After all that time, I lost Nick. Nick is my best friend. Anyway, it's all Nick's fault.
Alright, suddenly those words came into my script. I think it might be Nick.
Yeah, so those words were in my script. And I mean, I didn't write them. Nick did. But I'm sorry.
And I wish I could give the money to them.
I wonder if he will actually name and apologize to the people who he stole from direct. Of course not. Of course not. He will never do that. He's just like, I'm sorry people were hurt for some reason. I probably didn't do anything, but I'm real sorry nonetheless.
Who are these people? Name them.
Home. Really soon.
He's a 34-year-old minor, guys.
Without Nick, there's nothing for me here, and you know, like I said, it's really expensive.
This is like what? Oh my god, we are 9 minutes into this shit, and so far all we've gotten out of this is like, let's say, it's not really my fault. It's Nick's fault, and there were lies in my script, but I didn't necessarily write those lies. People were wronged in some unspecified way. I'm not going to name those people or specify how they were wronged and what my role in that was. And anyway, you guys are being mean to me, but I have no money. You think I made money off of people, but I have no money. Me not have money. Money could want too expensive. Nick took my money. Nick have money. And now without Nick here, I gonna be homeless. Me got to move back with my mommy. Me don't have money. I'm just a baby. This is humiliating. This is 10 times worse than never saying anything. This is humiliating.
That's why I'm surprised you uploaded this.
I mark my words, this video will be gone by tomorrow. But this isn't going to be like Colleen who left it up because people were sharing. See, Colleen is not stupid. Colleen's not fucking stupid. Colleen made her videos so ridiculously bad on purpose because she knew it would get shared around and she'd make money off of it. That's all she cares about. She's morally bankrupt, but she's not stupid. James is not as smart as Colleen. James doesn't know how to, like, make an apology, like, at least work for him. He genuinely thinks this shit is going to work and people are going to feel bad for him because it's worked in the past. It's not going to work. It will not go well for him. It will go so much worse and he will delete this video.
He probably has done this like several times in his chats or something.
Yeah, he has. We saw evidence of that. Like he is also she made hers much shorter, which is better for what? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, she knew what the fuck she was doing with that shit. It was crazy, but she knew what she was doing. She's not fucking dumb. James is in fact very dumb.
And so I want to thank them for setting up that fund, and I want to help somehow.
I want to help somehow. Okay.
The only thing I can think of right now is to make the videos, most of the videos, public again.
How would that?
I'm sorry. What? I figured the best way I can make it up to the people I stole from is to make the videos in which I stole from them and took credit for their work and made it look like my own public again. That's probably the best way I can help.
No, I want to hear his logic. How will that? How would that help?
And every month, I can send the ad revenue
from
all of the past videos. There were plenty that didn't have any uncredited stuff in them.
First of all, define plenty, because H Bomber Guy proved that at least half of the videos you had uploaded had at least some stuff in it that was plagiarized. And I'm willing to bet it was more. H Bomber Guy just unveiled literally about half of the videos that he uploaded.
Your whole channel was basically that.
Yeah.
H-Bomber could have probably found more, but he didn't want to spend months and months doing it.
Yeah, I'm like, this is crazy. This is demented. Like, I don't know who he thinks he's fooling here. Yeah, of course, it's not just the uncrediting that's the problem. Like, again, he wants you to believe that it's the uncrediting that's the problem because he wants you to feel bad for him and he wants you to think, oh, people are just being mean to me for, like, a relatively minor little mistake. But, of course, that's not going to work, because it wasn't just a relatively minor mistake, and also because, just give me a second, plagiarism and YouTube, how many views does that video have now? 10 million in 2 weeks. 10 million in 2 weeks. So, like, at this point, you know, too many people have seen your shit. It's not gonna work. This strategy, he has not learned how to adjust his strategy. This fucking strategy is not gonna work again. If you, too many people know the extent of your crimes, this whole, oh, I just forgot to credit a few people shit is not gonna work. It's not gonna work again, James. Wake up. This shit is no longer going to work. If you had any real friends left in your life, they would tell you that. This shit is not working. This excuse is done.
You fucking ruined your career. Move on.
But I can make them public again, and then every month I can send the AdSense.
Sure.
Either I can send it to H Bomber Guy's team.
Yeah, give H Bomber Guy more work for my fuck ups. Oh, fuck you! Are you kidding me? This is deranged. This is deranged. I revenue, and then maybe I'll give it to H Bomber Guy and let him fucking deal with it.
But I also need some money for myself, so I need to launch my Patreon again.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Like, no, but also I'm a little baby boy who has no money, so I have to, I still have to, like, give me a break.
But trust me, guys, I'm going to give the money to H Bomber Guy or the people.
Like, even if he was actually going to do that, that would still be fucked, because, like, why should H Bomber Guy have to do that work? Because you don't want to be bothered to, like, look up all the people he stole from. But, like, also, you're not going to do that.
That they can add to the fund, or
This is embarrassing. This is so hard to watch.
I can start a fund myself.
The secondhand cringe is unbearable.
And
we're only a third of the way
every month
through.
I can publicly say how much money was made on the AdSense and show it.
Won't trust you. Why would we trust you? You have provided no proof to ever trust
Send
you
that
again.
to the writers and stuff every month. I don't know
The writers and stuff.
what the system for that would be, but I'd be more than happy to do that.
You're right. Oh God.
And, you know, some of the videos.
How much until that excuse becomes, well, I'm sorry, but I do have to take a little of the money because, I mean, I don't want to be homeless and I need new fancy cameras.
You guys know I'm making a movie, by the way, so I kind of need those fancy cameras.
Like, just give me, like, this is, oh my God, I can't, this is such an ill-advised video. I can't imagine thinking this was a good idea.
It was like the Killing Stalking video brought in like a pretty decent amount of money every month, so that would be helpful, I think.
Wasn't the Killing Stalking video famously very bad? It was just like based on a Korean drama or something, I think, and like everyone who's familiar with it said it was like atrocious. Like what his commentary on it was like just wildly bad and wrong.
I also put either in the description or the pinned comment the names of the authors.
Wow.
So that anyone watching the video knows where all of the information came.
I can't believe he's literally saying the same shit he did before. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to keep pausing because this video is very long, but I really cannot believe this. I can't believe I can't believe that he is literally just doing all of the things that H Bomber Guy pointed out were not, in fact, an excuse for plagiarism. Like, he is literally like, okay, now that I've been caught, I will put the names in the description or something and call it a day. John? Oh, I think he's feeding the cat. Like, he has learned nothing. He has learned nothing. This is humiliating. This is so bad. Like, this is so bad.
I'm back, sorry. I just wanted to feed the cats so they won't be squashing.
Okay. Like, this is just, like, that's literally what he's been, he has learned fucking nothing. I can't believe. Let's see how it's going in the Twitter streets. Let's see if H Bomber Guy has responded.
Doesn't look like it.
Not yet. See if anybody else is talking about it. I have to break it up with something because otherwise I'll go crazy. It's so hard to watch. Has anyone cross-referenced his apology video with other apology videos? Oh. I didn't understand people that watch videos at 2 times speed until I started that James Somerton apology video. Yeah, deadass, we're gonna start watching this at 2 times speed, because this is agony. This is torture. This is fucking torture. Exactly. You know what? Illuminati, say what you will about her, but she just kind of... She made her, like, response video and then just kept it moving. She lost a lot of fans, but she never stopped making content.
From that it wasn't me going out doing journalism. I never thought anyone thought that I was doing like journalism and stuff.
Okay, all right. Let's examine. No, let's examine that. Let's examine that quote. Actually, let's slow down real quick. Examine that statement.
From that it wasn't me going out doing journalism, so that anyone watching the video knows where all of the information came from. That it wasn't me going out doing journalism. I never thought anyone thought that I was doing like journalism and stuff.
I never thought anyone thought I was doing journalism. Now, Lady Emily has a response to this. All of commentary to Twitter is losing their minds right now. So Lady Emily says, transcript of James Somerton in his apology video claiming that he was surprised people thought of him as a journalist versus James' previous comments when publicly called out on his plagiarism, just for a point of comparison. So he says... Some of these videos, like the Killing Stalking video, brought in a decent amount of money every month, so that's helpful. I'll put either in the description or the comments the names of the authors, so anyone watching the videos will where all the information came from, so people don't think that I was doing journalism, because I never thought that people thought that I was doing journalism. I never thought I was doing journalism. They were doing journalism. Previously, he had said, I don't write papers and theses for university media departments. I make little documentaries. In doing so, I document things in a video. If I ever claim something is entirely my own creation and it's not, read me for filth. Until then, kindly fuck off with your accusations. And with documentaries, they only expect you to be able to pull up a source if there's a lawsuit. So I'd argue we make documentaries. Again, he absolutely 100% said, I am a documentarian, and then when he got called on his bullshit, I'm not a documentarian, I don't know why you thought that.
And I don't think anyone did. But the people who actually were doing it should have been given the credit that they deserved. They did the hard work. All I did was edit a video.
Like he said, we make documentaries previously. And then he was like, all I do is edit videos. I didn't know. It's not my fault you thought that. It's not my fault you thought the way that I presented myself was what I was. Huh?
Work, and they deserved the credit. Sorry about that. Phone stopped recording.
Also, why is he recording it on his phone? He has high-end cameras. As we've established, as Dan Olson uncovered. And we know from his video, we know he has access to cameras. Why is he making the apology video on his phone? Answer, to make it look humble and shitty. Because that's how you make people feel bad for you. As the video looks humble and shitty, maybe you're not a terrible fucking person. I need to have that rustic apology look.
Yes, they deserved credit. And when it was something...
Oh my god, this is at 1.5 speed and it's still taking forever.
When it was something like the recent History of Hollywood videos, right there in the opening credits, I put Vito Russo's name, that it was adapted from his book, The Celluloid Closet. Same thing went for the Gay Panic video and the Gay Holocaust video. The Gay Holocaust video was adapted from 2 books, and the Gay Panic video was adapted from a lot of...
He is still... I just can't believe... Like... This is remarkable. He has learned nothing. He hasn't learned a single thing. He hasn't changed his strategy at all. He hasn't changed his excuses at all. Like, he's doing the exact same thing. Literally, just go down the checklist. He is literally like, I'll credit people in the comments. I'm not even really a journalist, actually. Like, I can give the money. Or, like he's like, I... totally got permission to do that. I said it was based on a book. Like, oh my god!
Journalism. And I put their names right at the beginning of the videos. But I understand Yet that's not how citation works. Now, I understand that. I get it.
School now?
And I want to do better.
Oh, of course you do.
I know a lot of people hate me.
Yep.
Now,
I sure do.
because I did bad shit.
Because I did bad shit. What bad shit, James? What bad shit? Can you be goddamn specific? Like, why do you keep saying that? People don't like me because of reasons. I did things. Like, what do you mean? Things happened. Stuff occurred.
I got money from other people's work for some reason. I don't know how.
I have never seen such a profound example of somebody not having learned literally anything than I have from watching James Somerton's apology video. Just like, go ahead, what were you saying, John?
I just don't understand, like, how are you this dumb? You don't learn a single thing at all? This is legit. H. Barber could put this in his video as another one of your excuses. That he has documented everything. You have nothing. Show something.
Just like, oh.
You have nothing to back you up at all. You have blamed your friend. You say you have no money, even though we know you have a high-end camera. Even though we know
Stuff
you have
happened,
multiple
things occurred.
Patreons. You have a GoFundMe for a movie you haven't ever delivered. You have money. So stop lying that you cannot contribute to it at all. You just don't want to. And the way you're going about contributing, like, I'm going to post my video as public and then give it to H. Barber, and so he does the work of actually finding the people. No! That's so... God. We should make this interesting. Bring out a ukulele or something.
Due to circumstances beyond my control, Nick inexplicably and inexcusably failed to stop me, so who's the real villain? James Somerton is twitting on Twitter. Oh, I bet he is. Like I said, this is so much worse than having not said anything. This is so much worse. Excuse me. Now I'm like, I am literally live tweeting while so much.
Yes, he needs to bring out the bongos. Something. Like something that brings up this video. Make it...
Stuff happened. Things occurred for reasons and situations that I can't.
It also pisses me off that you didn't edit a single thing. Not a
I know
single
these
thing.
long ass like pauses. That long pause. That last long pause. We're literally fast forwarding through this video, and it still took that long.
Yes, we're at 1.5 speed.
We're not even halfway through this fucking video. Oh, he's crying again.
But I want to try and do better. At some point, I'd like to make videos again. I'd like to do videos that are fully sourced, where I will put a link to the script where you can find...
Where you will write your own scripts, perhaps, James? Would you like to do that, James? Would you like to write videos where you actually wrote the scripts, James? You keep pretending this is just about citing sources. It's not.
And when you pull up an article, you put a link into the video, where we can actually see,
like,
hey,
he's literally
this is where I got it.
He's gonna do the Illuminati route of just, like, plagiarizing, but, like, putting it in a giant link bin where,
Yes.
like, 100,000 links. Like, excuse me, you might say that I passed that quote off as my own, but if you check my link sources, in number 5002, I linked the piracy website where I watched the documentary that I directly quoted from for most of this video.
all of the sources, so that everyone is properly given the credit that they deserve. Any kind of research that's done.
Research.
Credit for any B-roll that's used, whether it's like stock footage or movies or TV shows or video games or anything like that. have it all in there. I would like to become a really, really good example of giving proper credit to writers and journalists.
Good examples already exist. This is his own arrogance talking again. James thinks he's the only person in the fucking universe. YouTube essayists have been properly crediting people and not plagiarizing for fucking ever. We don't need you to be a good example. They exist already. Like, what are you talking about? John just made a video essay. He has citations on the screen. If you watch any video essay from like a respected video essayist like Dan Olson, he's got all of the citations. We have examples. We don't need you to be an example to us of what it looks like to cite sources. That exists already.
And I know a lot of you watching this aren't really going to care. You would rather I just disappear. But I would like to try to do better. I never, ever intended to hurt anybody. I never thought that's what I was doing. Before I went to the hospital, I read a lot of stuff from people who were really hurt. Not just authors and stuff, but people who watched my videos who were hurt by stuff in them. People think that I hate ace people and women.
Oh, okay, he is finally going to address the misogyny and the transphobia. Let's see how this goes. I'm sure this will go very well. I'm sure this will go smoothly.
And bisexual people and lesbians, and that's not true.
Okay. It's not
It's
true.
really, it's not true.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry that stuff made it into videos that just...
Again, stuff made it into the videos. By who, James? James, what the fuck are you talking about? Ah!
He's acting like someone holding a gun
I'm
to
sorry.
his head.
No, listen. I'm sorry you got the impression that I was a misogynist and a transphobe and an acephobe and a lesbophobe based on the misogynist and transphobic and acephobic and lesbophobic things that I did and said. I'm sorry that those happened for some reason, and I'm sorry you thought they were a reflection on my beliefs.
If you see in the video, I was actually having a gun pointed to my head, and I had to say those words, or the dude would kill me. Guys!
I mean, what are you talking about? What?
God.
It's not true. I'm sorry if you heard me say those things and got upset. I don't know how they made it into the video. Magic, I guess. Gnomes. Elves. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I feel like I'm losing my mind. Like, what? What? That's how he addressed it. That's how he addressed it. Sorry that he thought I was a woman hater based on the woman hating shit that I said. I'm not. And the stuff that I said just got said by somebody. I won't specify who.
Shouldn't have been there. Misinformation and lies. I promise you I did not write that stuff.
Again, he's blaming Nick. Oh, God. This is agonizing. If I were Nick, I would literally contact him once more just to tell him to go fuck himself with a fucking rusty chainsaw. I would tell this man to fuck himself in every language I could come up with. I'd be typing into Google Play. How do I say go fuck yourself in Chinese? How do I say go fuck yourself in Dutch? like the audacity to be like, Nick is my bestest buddy, and I love him so much, and I lost him, and he lost his friendship. Anyway, here's how all the bad stuff is actually Nick's fault. And you shouldn't be mean to me, because I'm just a little baby boy.
And the reason why I have no money to contribute to the people I stole is
because Nick stole all the money. Like, just Come on, dude. What?
I should have been a lot more exacting.
This is
when
still
Nick
agonizing.
and I would be editing scripts, but I promise you that those are not. I don't think those things.
Let's speed it up a little bit.
I specifically want to apologize to asexual people who feel like I just
Thank you for the
completely delegitimized you. Nick being ace, I know it's kind of like, you know, no two gay people are exactly the same and no two ace people are exactly the same, but I kind of, when it came to that, I would just kind of run with Nick's judgment and his observations and stuff like that.
Again, he's still blaming Nick. He's still blaming Nick. He's like, I'm sorry ace-phobic things were said, but they were Nick's fault. Nick is ace, actually, so I have ace friends. But also, Nick said those ace-phobic things. And I trusted him. Because, I mean, I thought he was ace. So, when you think about it, this is Nick's fault.
I'm not trying to throw Nick under the bus. Which
Yes, you are!
Saying that I was setting him up as doing, which is not true.
Yeah, like, you have literally been throwing him under the bus nonstop this entire fucking video. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? This entire goddamn video has been, I didn't write that, Nick did. I didn't do that, Nick did. Nick. I'm not trying to throw Nick under the bus or anything. People think I think like, oh my god, I would be so... for the record, I don't think Nick is really completely innocent, but I would be so pissed if I watched this video.
It's the whole thing. Nick and I were 50-50 partners. It wasn't, I hired him to have a scapegoat or something like that. I never hired Nick. Nick and I were roommates for years before I started doing YouTube videos. And then people started watching them. And I asked Nick if he wanted to help me write them. And he said yes. And we started splitting first the AdSense and then Patreon and then the sponsorships. We just split everything. Nick was never supposed to be a fall guy. I'm sorry. Maybe I should wait longer to do this.
Yeah, maybe you should have.
But yeah, I did not. I don't think those things. I don't think Nick does either. I think it was just how fast we were writing stuff and how fast we were putting videos out. It was too fast.
This is humiliating.
God, this is something.
James Somerton's apology video. I lost my best friend Nick 20 seconds later and multiple times throughout the video. So Nick did all of that. I don't think he was making a Fall Guys reference. I think he was just using the term Fall Guy.
And we weren't putting the care into them that needed to be put into them.
Like the term existed before. Oh, okay. Sorry.
I've seen a lot of people on social media and other
text.
YouTubers even lying about me, but other
I'm sorry. What are you saying?
I've seen a lot of people on social media and other YouTubers even lying about me, but
Oh, really? What lies, James? You want to be specific? What lies? What if they said that's lies? What lies?
We kind of lied.
This is fucking toxic gossip train all over again. Like, yeah, people are making up lies. I won't specify what people or which things are lies, because then I'd have to admit that most of the stuff being said is not a lie. But
other H-bomber guy was not one of them. I just want to be clear about that. Except I was never setting Nick up to be a follow guy, and Telos was never a scam. It was never a grift or anything like that. I swear it was not.
oh, his magic, I swear it was not. Yeah, that means a lot, James. This whole thing is you're not a trustworthy individual. So you saying, I pinky promise, I fucking swear to you guys, it's not. I'm not lying this time. And all those other times that I was lying, don't worry about that. And all the other times I said I didn't plagiarize, but I did, and I was lying, but I promise I'm not. Like, this doesn't work. Like, what are you talking? You're a liar. That's what's on trial here. You are a fucking liar.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off in the last minute, like the 34-minute mark. Anyway, I launched my Patreon account again.
You might be preparing to laugh your ass off, John.
It is not. in the next couple of days, I'm going to send out a message to the Telos supporters on Indiegogo and explain the whole situation in more detail to them, because we were not super clear about everything that was going on with Telos, and so I understand why it seems like we weren't doing anything, but we were. We were doing a lot of work on Telos. We just weren't talking about it because we made that initial first announcement for Final Girl, and that fell through, and I'll explain that to the message I send out to the supporters, which I'm sure will end up on Reddit or somewhere. After that, we didn't want to talk about it too much until we had something really concrete, and I'll explain all of that in that message.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you will.
Telos was and is not a grift. I was never going to take the money and run. None of the money that came in for Telos was ever going to be paying me or Nick. It was going to be paying queer actors and artists, musicians, things like that. I know there's lots of talk about budgets and all this stuff, and people saying I'm really stupid for thinking that a movie could be made for that little money, but there are examples of it being done, and I actually do have a work ethic.
Okay.
Anyway,
That's nice, man.
but yeah, anyway, I do want to keep making videos. I know a lot of you won't watch them, and that's fine. But I really like making videos.
I really like making videos, as in I really like making money from the videos. Like, we are 24 minutes into this 34-minute long apology. Has any accountability been taken? Did I miss something?
No.
Did I miss an actual apology?
He was playing Nick. He said he's about to commit suicide. He said he did. Almost.
Did I miss, like, where he, like, actually apologized for anything?
No, I don't think you
I was like, what is he talking about? I'm sorry, for stuff and things.
He hasn't said a single person, by the way.
Like, yeah, I know he hasn't, like, said, like, this specific person that I stole from. Sorry to those two men who died of AIDS that I stole from. Sorry to the trans Japanese person, or Asian person, maybe not Japanese specifically, but sorry to the trans East Asian person who wrote a personal essay about how Mulan impacted them as a trans Asian person, and I stole their work and pretended it was mine as a fucking white guy. Sorry to any of these specific individuals that I stole from. Even if we were to believe his apology, how much does he actually do? He gets work from others, and apparently Nick wrote all the lies and that made up that other shit, so what did James even do? Exactly. Even by his own logic. Like, okay, so you didn't actually do anything, right, James? Because, like, what do you mean you like making videos? Apparently, everything you said that was bullshit, which was 90% of what you said, was somebody else's work.
We ended up making a lot of videos we didn't want to make. Because people were asking for them, and so there were a lot of videos we made that we didn't want to make, and I think those videos are very clear on which ones those were.
Okay. What does that have to do with anything?
One of them never got officially released. It was released to patrons. Some patrons have shared it to other people before all the videos went private. And a lot of people hate the analysis that Nick and I did on it.
Yeah, he went from blaming Nick to just blaming us. Just like some people wanted me to make videos. I didn't wanna, but they wanted me to, so I didn't have a choice but to steal them. Like, God, the boat is sinking.
And so maybe it's good that never got properly released, because maybe it would have hurt people, and I don't want that. But I do want to make videos again sometime.
No one cares.
I'd love to do like retrospectives on important gay movies.
Oh, God.
If you watch the channel Be Kind Rewind, they're an amazing channel that do a lot of retrospectives on older Hollywood movies, and I would love to do that for gay movies. A lot of gay movies, people my age and younger just have never heard of, things like Porch Song Trilogy and Long Term Companion and stuff like that. Movies from the 70s and 80s and the 90s and things that were like really influential.
I'll be sure to find more obscure queer writers to steal from, so hopefully I won't get caught for a few more years. Hey, we should hear his analysis on that gay play we just watched with Park Hoon-tae. I'm sure he would have some amazing things to say about it, like something racist about Asians, probably.
Gay cinema that no one talks about. And, I'd like to talk about those, not just those movies, but how they got made and stuff like that. I would love to do something like that. I swear on my mother's grave.
Oh, don't bring your dead mama into this. She is cussing you out. Don't bring your dead mama into this. She don't want no parts of this. She's up there like, now why am I in it, Jesus? Why is this motherfucker bringing me up? Do not bring your dead mom into this. Like, what?
Holy shit, man.
Oh.
This is unbelievable.
This is incredible. Oh, this is incredible. Oh.
This is 25 minutes of watching a man play everyone else but
incredible.
himself.
This is incredible. This is crazy, bro. Oh, this is hilarious.
There's no way this man's a real person. There's no way there's a brain up there. There's no way. There's nothing up there.
This is amazing. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
This is a video that is long.
So Charlie just recently made a video about Illuminati. That was 8 hours ago. I wonder if he's gonna make a video about James. Probably. I usually check Charlie because he usually just like comes hot off the presses of a bad YouTuber apology to give his take.
Well, he did talk about the completionists. Now he's talking.
Yeah, he talked about the completionists. He just talked about Illuminati. So he will almost certainly make a video tomorrow.
Yeah.
He might be working on one right now. He uploads at weird times.
There will be no copying people. No copy and pasting.
Okay, sure.
Every source will be cited in a document and on screen.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I really liked doing research.
What research, James? You research stuff you could steal from. What do you mean you liked doing research? Like, what are you talking about? Research. Like... research. I said I found other people who did the research and then I stole from them.
I loved doing research, reading the books. And
you didn't read the book. Fuck you. Fuck off. You didn't read the goddamn books. You didn't read the goddamn books. Except when you looked them up on Google Books and then just like copy pasted the entire sections into your script.
And stuff like that. The part of me that was lazy was the copy and paste part. Instead of just putting it into my words and just citing them properly and giving them credit, that's where the laziness came in. I wasn't trying to be malicious.
Okay.
That was just laziness. And I promise, for anyone who does watch the videos that I make going forward,
Trust me, I won't.
I promise that will never happen again.
I don't think you're going to be making more videos going forward. You're going to get bullied off the internet. This is so embarrassing. Why are you doing this? Oh, this is humiliating.
I welcome the highest level of scrutiny on the new videos.
Another long pause. Again, imagine how long this pause was unfiltered. Like let's look at that pause.
On the new videos.
This is at 1.75 speed.
As for Patreon,
My God! No, you cannot put it one time.
Let's see what it was is
No.
unfiltered.
welcome the highest level of scrutiny.
Just for science and research purposes, I'm gonna go ahead.
Just
and,
for science?
Just for science and research purposes, I'm gonna go ahead and hit a stopwatch on this.
On the new videos. As for Patreon,
Holy shit!
15 seconds.
No, No, 16 seconds.
Well, I took a second to
Okay.
hit the stop. 15 full seconds of silence and awkwardly staring into the camera.
I'm going to reactivate it.
What are you talking about? You say you were gonna laugh your ass off, John. Here's the moment of truth. He's reactivating his Patreon. Oh God. Oh, I can't believe Charlie hasn't uploaded a video on this yet. This is the exact kind of shit he rips into. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God.
Okay. Let's hear about. I want to hear how he will spin this.
Ooh.
You cannot spin this in any way.
Oh,
That's
by the
good
way,
for you.
this is completely sidebar, but I want to draw attention to we have a new charity that I'm supporting on the stream, the Palestinian American Medical Association. They are an organization that helps provide medical care to the people of Gaza and the West Bank, and I believe the West Bank as well. And so that is my current fundraiser. We raised over $400 for the Trans Pride Initiative, and I'll probably turn that back on at some point. But right now, the current running charity I felt was pertinent to current times. It's Palestinian American Medical Association. So, FYI.
Because I saw a lot of people on social media saying that I was probably going to reactivate it right on January 1st so that everyone could get a surprise billing and I could take the money and run. And no. First of all, that was never my plan, and I'm not going to do it.
I'm sorry, but are we supposed to start applauding? You're still reactivating the Patreon. It's just a slightly different day. We're 2 weeks out of the new year. Are we supposed to give you a medal?
I'm going to reactivate it now so that anyone who wants to leave, which I imagine will be the vast majority, can leave and not have to be worried about being billed again in January.
Oh, please. Give me a break. Give me a break.
Yeah.
Another long pause.
What's your reason for doing it?
In closing.
No, what's your reason?
No.
No, what's your reason?
In closing,
Explain.
I ain't sorry for shit other than I lost my money and I'm very sad.
No, what's your reason? Explain why you're opening a restaurant. You're
closing,
just saying you did.
This is all Nick's fault. No, he's not even issuing a refund. He's just turning his Patreon back
Yes,
on.
I know.
Oh,
You're just turning on your Patreon again. Explain why you're doing that.
So that because he's such a good person, John, and he wants people to have a chance to unfollow him or something.
Are you giving this money, the Patreon money, to the people you ripped off?
Of course not, John. That would be.
Are you going to do
John,
anything?
if he does that, he'll be homeless.
They get a real job.
Again, incredibly sorry.
Sorry. I'm sorry, you guys.
And again, I'm not sorry because I was caught. I'm
Yes,
sorry
sir.
because I honestly didn't know how much I was hurting people.
Oh my god. I'm sorry for stuff and things, even though I didn't really do anything. It's not my fault, it's Nick's fault.
And how much harm I was bringing to the community, because that's not ever what I intended. I wanted the channel to be a safe place. I spent so much time deleting comments that were hateful. I've recently found out that I wasn't being notified about, that I wasn't seeing comments that were in replies to other comments, so there were plenty of hateful comments in the comment section that I wasn't seeing that were plenty hateful. And
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Why though, James? Why?
Maybe you're.
What were they hateful about, James? Hateful to whom and for what? Would you like to be specific about that, James?
Maybe I was directing someone to them.
James Somerton voice. In this game, the engineer class has a crucial important ability, that of building dispensers. This act has certain heteronormative connotations to it. Not only is the dispenser phallic shaped. That is basically how his videos went. They weren't very good. I can't believe it's trending. This is so... Like, it was so much braver to just delete and get a job. Oh my god.
Face, literally or metaphorically, as long as it doesn't make us look. But today, we as a community seem much more timid, much more willing to take a backhand to the face, literally or metaphorically, as long as it doesn't make us look bad. It only makes the bigots look bad, right? We used to think the Tea Party caucus was crazy. Now they've disbanded because they weren't crazy enough for these new ones. And these are the people we're supposed to negotiate with? To be kind and empathetic with? To compromise with? And put on our best behavior for? We're so afraid of these people turning around and calling us bullies that we become toothless. What are we gonna do? Start a hashtag on Twitter? March on Washington or a state capitol for a weekend and then go home?
Who's he talking to?
We're certainly not going to fight for our rights and security in any way that will remind the population at large that bigotry is never in season. We used to do that. But we haven't in a long, long time.
Gays don't fight for
We
their
thought our
rights.
safety was secured. The doors and windows to the house in which our rights seemed so safe were locked up tight.
Yeah, who is it? Who are you talking? Who the fuck? Says the fuck who? Who are you talking to, white boy? What are you talking about right now? Who are you talking to? Like, we don't fight for our rights.
Chess is happening like
These
constantly.
days, the gays don't even care about their rights. Like, what are you talking about?
And so we could sleep soundly and move on with our lives. But we seemingly forgot that windows are only made of glass. Glass through which the bigots could see us, and then smash through when they got sick of seeing us, and take away our safety.
Thank you.
Does that mean we should draw the curtains and hide in the closets? No. Hell no.
Windows are
We used to have...
I've never heard a more excruciating metaphor in my life. Oh my god. First of all, the music in the background, the long-winded way he's saying this, like, what the last thing we forgot was that windows are glass and the bigots can see us through the windows and they can smash the windows because they can see us, because you can see through windows. We can't pull the curtains over the windows. Like, dude thinks he's Vsauce or something. Like, what? Shut the fuck up.
Windows. Windows.
We are guard dogs that would fight, but most of them died in the 80s and 90s. And others were put down because some of us thought they were too much to handle. The neighbors might be offended by how loudly they barked. But with the repeal of abortion rights and voting rights in America...
Oh my god. You're telling me people will just watch these videos voluntarily?
But today, we...
Like, oh, this is from Todd in the Shadows. So I'm going to take every ounce of my willpower not to spend the next 5 months pissing on James Somerton's asses, but I remember one thing that really offended me that I wanted to share. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, wow. How can look at this comment? How can you in the same breath say that Nick isn't a scapegoat and then say you never wrote any of the bad views? Who did then, James? Because either you wrote the views on women or Nick did. You can't have it both ways. Also, the use of YouTuber speak in this is so horrible. You're not sorry for stealing work, attacking people who called you out, lying and stealing. You're sorry for the things that happened in the videos. It's a great example of YouTuber doublespeak. He can't say what it is because new people will find out. But if he doesn't say anything, people will call it out. Yep. Nailed it.
Alright, let's finish this.
Wow, let's finish this piece of shit. Long pause again.
But I wanted the channel to be a safe
You
place.
already got past the 10-minute mark, dude.
And it ended up
You
not
didn't
being
video.
a safe place.
Also, I'm sorry, but is he trying to argue that... So I think based on the context that he's saying, he didn't realize that people were getting, like, homophobic hate or whatever in his comment section because he didn't realize that he wasn't getting notified on, like, the replies to comments. I mean, are you truly trying to argue that you don't know that people can reply to comments? Like, what? What do you mean? What do
You
you...
also get notifications for that.
Yes, you absolutely get notifications for replies to comments. Like, what are you talking about? It's such a pointless lie. Like, what do you mean? I keep thinking that I keep unpausing the video and thinking it's still paused because he's taking fucking forever to say something. This video would be 10 minutes if he cut out all the
The
pointless pauses.
misinformation that kind of falls into two categories. One, I did the wrong research into historical things, and other things, they're not what I wrote.
So the two things I did wrong was I did the wrong research, whatever that means, and a bunch of stuff that was bad I didn't write, and it wasn't my fault.
Paul was Nick fault.
Again, thank you to H Bomber Guy and his team for making the fund for the writers. I'd like to try to contribute to that somehow, so if
Please support me on Patreon.
if it's okay to make the videos public and send all of the public again and send all, it won't be all the videos because some of them had to be taken down because sponsors wanted them taken down, but I can put the videos back up with the sources properly put in either for the, I guess for the videos that would be going up from 0 I could
Oh, he's he's slipping. He mentioned that some of the videos can't go back up because the sponsors wanted them off.
actually put sources like,
Like,
in the video.
yeah, no, like, I imagine that fucking Audible doesn't want to be associated with videos that are known to be full of plagiarism.
Which is good. For the other ones that would just be made live again, I could put them in a pinned comment because I think people read pinned comments more than they read the descriptions. Descriptions like disappear in a lot of places. Something like that, something so that I can try and it won't make up for what I did, but just
What did you do,
something.
James? Can you be specific?
So
The video's almost over. I'm waiting for the apology.
I'm really, really, really sorry.
Oh, yeah. For what? For what? For what, James?
I hurt a lot of people that I really respect, and that really sucks. And
Have you felt one drop of sympathy for this man? He's
No.
been doing. He kept in a lot of this crying and whimpering to like make you feel sorry. Has even one bit of. I consider myself a pretty compassionate person, and not for one moment have I felt a modicum of sympathy, and that's rare. I have found sympathy for a lot. Like, I mean, I can feel a pang of sympathy for just about anybody. I have never felt less sympathy in my life. Like, I have never felt less sympathy in my life. And every time he pauses to, like, cry or sniffle, it just fills me with contempt.
Nick, if you're watching this, I don't, you're probably not, but I want you to know I miss you. And
And it's your fault.
I miss you. It's like you're when you listen. Look, imagine you're fucking Gaslighter X. This is Gaslighter X behavior.
Nick, if you're watching this, you're probably not, but I want you to know I miss you. And,
Please come back.
Nick, if you're watching this, I really miss you. I miss having you around to blame for all of the shit that I did. Nick, please come back. I know I spent half this video blaming you for literally everything, but... Like, did he think we're stupid? Did he think we would just miss the fact that he already stated that everything was written by either him or Nick? And then all of the bad stuff he kept insisting he didn't write. So it's like, okay, so James, that means that Nick wrote it. That means you're saying Nick wrote it. You realize that that's what you're saying, right? Like, you're saying that Nick wrote it. If you insist that you didn't write it and you and Nick are the only people who wrote anything, then you're blaming Nick. How can you say, I don't want to scapegoat Nick, I'm not trying to throw Nick under the bus, but also, I didn't write anything bad, so if anybody did, I guess it had to have been Nick. But I'm not throwing him under the bus or anything. Like, what are you talking about?
God.
yeah, I want to do better. I want to do better.
I'm so don't
I want to prove that I can do better. I don't expect anyone to just give me the benefit of the doubt.
Well, good, because nobody will.
But I want to show that I can do better. So I hope you'll let me do that.
Nope.
You know how you can do better? By not reactivating your Patreon. That's one
And by
thing
actually,
you
like,
can do.
apologizing directly to the
Yes.
people that you hurt.
And actually say the people's freaking names.
More
And-
long pauses.
And actually give the money that you got from your ads to the people you
Again.
stole. That's how you can start.
God, this pause is killing me.
I'm really sorry.
This is humiliating.
I'm sorry that the things I did. I'm sorry that I disappointed you.
I'm sorry about the stuff and the things. The things and the stuff.
Can you say one person's
I
name?
promise.
I promise that the stuff and the things will be the stuff and
Going
the things,
forward.
the things and the stuff.
I think you started to say a Dr. Seuss movie or something.
I will do better.
This is the most pathetic. I'm not even going to call it an apology video because this is not an apology.
Thanks for watching. And,
Long pause again.
And what?
Oh my god, this is so awful.
And make sure you donate to my Patreon!
and I'm really sorry.
Thanks and like and subscribe.
Jesus.
Oh my god. Okay, so let's see some of the responses to this. Let's just refresh.
Hi, everyone.
See some of the so I don't have the there's a plugin where you can see the dislikes. Hang on, let me see if I can find it. I don't know why it's buffering.
It takes a bit, I
I know you don't know, John.
don't know. Okay.
You don't have to say something when you clearly have no idea what's
Yeah,
going
yeah.
on.
My bad.
Well, somebody says it's at 1.6 thousand dislikes. It's not working right now. How does one both love research but also have so much misinformation unchecked for so long? This apology rings hollow. I think it hurts us wondering how long this would have gone on if no one had spoken up. Would more people's work get stolen? I was a big fan of his content and loved learning about these little facets of LGBT film and history. Finding out the whole channel was just ripping off other people's hard work was gutting. I hope all those who did the work get the proper compensation and that this doesn't keep happening. That's like the most friendly way that you could phrase that. I feel like the issue was more than just not crediting people, James. You didn't just not credit people. You wholesale stole their work and bullied them relentlessly to silence when they confronted you on it. You go on to say, I honestly didn't realize I was hurting people, but it bears mentioning that you publicly slandered and bullied these people. You lied to your followers and said they were harassing you and being homophobic so that they would turn and attack the people you stole from. How did you not realize that would hurt people? This video is a shallow, contemptible effort to minimize what you actually did. I am sorry for the struggles you're going through right now, but you put dozens of others equally through if not worse, public trauma, which at no point do you acknowledge or apologize for in this video. You stole people's work and money for money and credibility in the queer community and then bullied them relentlessly to protect that money and credibility. You tried to ostracize queer people from the queer community with bullying and slander with no regard for how terribly it might affect them. You will get no sympathy from me. God damn, at Omicron716, you cooked him. Fucking flame broiled his ass. Jesus Christ. Jesus. You killed that. James, you were caught out in the open deliberately using other people's words and even their own footage, not even taking the effort to hide that you were reusing footage for a documentary. That is no way to do any such thing as by accident. No excuse can absolve you for that. James, I'm trying to be as kind as respectful as I can. Don't come back. You've lost all your credibility and this apology isn't helping. A good apology takes full responsibility for what was done and you aren't. You use passive voice and softening language to minimize what you did. Things don't get put into scripts. You or Nick put them there. Don't be sorry for what happened. Be sorry for stealing people's work and passing it off as your own. This isn't a matter of improper citations. This is much more severe. Just adding citations isn't going to fix the fact that your work videos took other people's research analysis and presented it as your own. It's best for everyone, including you, if you just leave. Keep the videos down. Return the Telos money or what's left of it. Delete your Patreon and stay off the internet for a while. Do not interact with any of the people you hurt, including your former fans, and stay out of any related communities for at least a year or two. It will give everyone a chance to heal and keep you away from things that are clearly hurting your mental health. I sincerely hope you feel better soon. No one deserves to feel so bad that they hurt themselves, speaking from experience, and I hope that we never hear from you again. Any further attempt to make content publicly will just reopen this wound for all of us. God damn. This person cited all the times that he blamed Nick.
This feels like an attempt for a gamer.
to garner sympathy. I hope your mental health improves, but this is by no means an actual apology. There's the folding ideas comment. Tommy Tallarico wrote such a good apology here.
What do you think about the apology, Tiki? What do you think about it? You were scratching at the door. You wanted to join us and see the horrible apology, didn't you? I didn't want to corrupt your mind.
The way that I don't see any.
Was there a single positive one?
Like the most sympathetic the comments get is some people saying I'm sorry for your mental health, but they still followed up with fund. Like this one says, my deepest sympathy for your health and your personal losses. No one deserves that. However, please fund the people that you stole from and rethink your creative career. Like the closest he gets to sympathy is a few people saying sorry your mental health is bad, but also fuck you. You're trauma dumping with a half-baked apology. You're not owning up. A ukulele would have actually made this better. Word of advice, do not repost the videos. Hey, just step off. You didn't forget to acknowledge people. You plagiarized them. Yeah, nobody's buying this shit.
James replied to one.
Where? Oh. So he just said it's not their fault. That's the only comment he responded to, though.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he literally stole work about what is the cost of queer erasure. He stole that from somebody. Like, this is so pathetic. I'm glad nobody's buying it though, because a lot of times you'll see this, and this is, I was talking to John about this earlier. See, this is what happens. The only way that you can truly get canceled in like the public space is if your core audience decides they don't fuck with you anymore. That's the only way that it happens. Because like, if your core audience doesn't give a fuck, you'll be fine. But like, when your core audience turns on you, there's no coming back from that. There's a reason that like a lot of like really shitty people continued their careers because their core audience didn't care about the stuff that came out about them. Like, even comparing, like, comparing James Somerton to someone like Internet Historian. I'm sorry, but a lot of Internet Historian fans are, like, 4chan, Reddit losers, edgelords. They don't really give a fuck. They don't care about intellectual property. They don't care about plagiarism. So he'll be fine. But when it comes to James, his entire audience, he built it off of, like, young, queer leftists who wanted to be educated. When he betrayed them like this, they're not his stance. He has a queer audience that does not like the idea of him stealing from smaller queer people, and much less like weaponizing his community against them and making their lives worse. So it's like, you won't be able to get out of this because your core audience does not fuck with you anymore. And this apology certainly won't help that. Like, even when you watch something like Colleen Ballinger's apology video, there were plenty of sympathetic comments on that. I see 0 sympathetic comments on this video because his core audience doesn't fuck with this.
Yep, it's done.
Like, it's so embarrassing.
Did he actually post his videos again?
I don't think so. Little Joel made us.
James, no,
No, he hasn't posted anything yet.
please don't do this. James, don't swear on your mother's grave that you're not going to plagiarize anymore. Don't swear on her grave, James. James, no! James, please don't do that. James, please don't swear on your mother's grave that you're not going to plagiarize anymore. Please don't do that. James, no! James, please don't talk about the Telos money and how it was all going to go to artists. If that's true, then you have all the money still. Because you didn't pay any artists. You didn't make any movies, so just give people refunds. But you can't, so just take your scam bucks and go. James, don't do this. Don't swear on your mother's grave, James, please. James, please don't talk about your Patreon. Please don't talk about how you're gonna reactivate your Patreon so that people have ample opportunity to cancel. If you think people still want to support you, which they categorically do not, then you have to start a new Patreon because this one is founded on lies and crimes, James. You can't do that. And if you're gonna do it, don't talk about it. Just get the money. Just take the money, James. Please just take the money, James. James, all you needed to do to save your public image was to go out in a video, right, and say, I wrote a really important and profound song about being canceled that I'd like to sing at a time like this, and then sing every last word of Toxic Gossip Train by Colleen Ballinger, weepily, and then just saying, you know, I wrote that song, that was my song, thank you so much, goodbye, and then just never doing anything on the internet again, and everyone would have loved you, James. But you just had to swear in your mother's grave. Why?
Honestly, him plagiarizing Colleen Ballinger's apology video word for word would have been such a power move that I would have forgiven him immediately. He's so right. He would have absolutely gotten away with that. That would have absolutely worked. Oh my god, man. That's so bad, bro. Oh, he swore on his mother's grave. Why did he do that? Oh, God.
I don't think he's gonna upload. There's no way he's dead.
No, I wasn't looking for that. Toxic gossip train. The necessity of gay crime. Oh, somebody made a James Somerton archive of his old videos.
God.
Damn, that's crazy. Boy. All right. Well, that was a fucking mess. What a wreck. What an embarrassment that was. Oh, let's check out real quick. So what are you doing? Why are you standing up already? Why did you move your chair over? What are you doing?
I'm about...
Are you in such a hurry to leave?
No. Just these pants.
Tie me to the tracks and ask me for my prints. Rumors mind the gaps if you don't mind the gaps and the bars and the black blue blah. At least you're having fun. Literally, he should have done. You remember what the guy? You remember the butthole guy on TikTok who keeps talking about his ass? How he just did like a cover of Toxic Gossip Train? That was iconic. Like, say what you will about the dude, but that shit was iconic. He should have just done that. The Nair guy, exactly.
I was an extra in the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. I know.
I was looking for... I'm curious what he said about Illuminati.
This is a video that is long overdue. I am so tardy to this party. I've been sitting on this topic for so long it's got squatters' rights. This is like when they made Zoolander 2 15 years after Zoolander 1 and nobody cared about it. But I still just feel the need to finally mention the Illuminati situation. For most of 2023, Illuminati has been this constant source of agony. There was an unreal amount of information that has come out and continues to come out about Illuminati, all of which is very bad. And as a result, her career as a YouTuber has reached a screeching halt. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have kept up with it, at least to some capacity, because it's been a huge story for so long now, but I'll give you like the most basic rundown. Illuminati was a YouTube channel, well, is a YouTube channel. She continues to post even through this, this apocalyptic career destruction. Her channel is dedicated to making video essays, mainly on like a variety of topics. She was known for how quickly she gets out the video essays, and also them being pretty high quality still. She grew pretty quickly and got very big. I think at her peak she had around 1.7 million subscribers, and things were smooth sailing. She was popping off, constantly recommended in the algorithm to people. And then in April of this year, her ego got the best of her, a victim of her own hubris. She made a call-out tweet against Legal Eagle, a very well-respected YouTuber and a fucking lawyer too, by the way, claiming that Legal Eagle's team had stolen her editing style.
I still can't believe
so
she did
not
that.
Legal Eagle
I
editor.
still can't believe that she actually did. Like, I can't believe that she just did that and thought that that was gonna, like, get her somewhere. I'm still baffled by, like, what the thought process was for fucking subtweeting Legal Eagle and being like, you stole from me. Like, she could have literally been fine if she had just kept her fucking mouth shut.
Broaching my editors to take my video style when they didn't give up the info. They literally copied it. And by the way, I have the messages from my editors and found an email from them too. Just changed the color from purple to blue, huh? Interesting. So this is her trying to accuse Legal Eagle of stealing her editing techniques, which is an outrageous claim to make. And she didn't realize she brought piss to a poop fight. Legal Eagle was easily able to dismiss this shit and dunk on it, which really ruffled her feathers and forced her into a panic. So she tried desperately to backpedal, making an apology statement, claiming she should have reached out to hash it out privately, but it was too late. This set in motion what would be her YouTube career demise, because after this, the holes in the ship started to show, and it began to sink. She was then faced with numerous other allegations ranging from abusive behavior, mistreating employees, just being an absolute menace to work with. Multiple victims of her came forward to showcase what Illuminati was like behind the scenes and some of the things she was doing in real life to make them miserable. Like, so much, I don't even know where to start. You could fill an entire fucking library section with just textbooks on this Illuminati lore.
There are multiple, like, 4-hour videos.
So much, and it's constantly being added on to.
Yeah.
Like, there's constant, like, patch notes here where there's, like...
Even her video, like, the fact that she made a response video, which I clocked immediately. That she titled it Illuminati Exposed to get ahead of the SEO. Like, she 100% did that so that when you searched Illuminati Exposed, her video would be the first one to pop up. I clocked that immediately. The first time it showed up in my subscriber feed, because at the time I was subscribed to her. And the minute I saw that, I was like, I know exactly why she titled that. And then even in that video, she doesn't look like the good guy. Even in that video, she, like, describes in detail how she, like, committed financial abuse. And it's just like, you think you sound like the good guy here? Like, what, girl, what? She's like, yeah, I took advantage of this person who had no money, and I bought them expensive stuff that I knew they would never be able to pay back, and then I held it over their heads. Anyway, this is why I'm the good guy. It's like, what the fuck?
Updates to this story with new victims coming forward with their own accounts of Illuminati and what she's done to them. It's just a never-ending flood of information about how awful of a person Illuminati is. If you just search Illuminati's name on YouTube, you will get hundreds, if not thousands of videos going over and chronicling all of the allegations, all of the evidence to support the claims, and all of the terrible things that have come to light from this, as well as a lot of video essays on her downfall, because it is such a rare phenomenon to see someone as popular as her sink their career in this way. It doesn't happen often. The only other example I can think of is Boogie, and that happened slowly and gradually over the course of many years. Hers happened over the course of a few months, because that's how much came out and how disgusting a lot of it was. It is wild. So I talked about it on stream a little bit, as well as gave my prediction on what I think she's going to do in the future, because as of right now, she is still just trying to bury her head in the sand and keep posting videos to try and squeeze as much as she can out of the channel while it still's around, while there's still some people watching. She's trying to get the most juice from the squeeze here, trying to suckle the last bit of milk from this titty. And I wanted to share that prediction I had, because I do think it's a pretty strong one. It's not backed by any scientific evidence or anything, just my own game theories I've cooked up here in my head. But I think it's a pretty likely course that she'll take once she realizes that she can no longer suck her audience dry like a vampire, once they all stop watching, which she is rapidly getting close to that point. I never caught up like with the full depth of the Illuminati situation. All I know is that
Dream released an apology video or response video or something like yesterday that was an hour and a half long. Literally feature length. Like, what the fuck are you talking about for an hour and a half, my boy? What? Did you ever watch Dream?
No. All I know is about him is like Minecraft.
And the face reveal thing. Yeah, apparently he got like into some trouble or something and released a fucking feature-length apology video.
I've never seen a channel go from as popular as she is to where she is now. So she must have done some really deplorable stuff. I know it started when she accused Legal Eagle of plagiarizing her editing style, got biblically fucking clowned on for it. And then from there, a ton of people came forward revealing how toxic and mean she is behind the scenes. And she recently had a whole special segment in H-Bomber's video on plagiarism. And then she also got an entire video from H-Bomber specifically on her plagiarism, because all the shit she does is basically lifted from like articles or documentaries. But other than that, I haven't dove into like.
Well, apparently he groomed minors and also blackmailed a minor. At that point, just walk into the woods and never talk again. No, he got into a fight with the voice actor of Gumball and Leonardo from the TMNT movie.
What?
What?
Okay, Okay, I need to refresh myself on the dream history, and maybe we'll come back for his hour and a half.
I don't even know if I can bear it, man. It was hard enough to get through that shit. It happened in an Uber, apparently.
What does he do for the hour and a half? Does he just stare at the camera for like every 2 minutes and then say a word? 2 minutes later, I
can't believe that YouTuber apologies are so prevalent that they're basically like a whole subgenre of entertainment at this point. Like, YouTubers just do crazy fucking shit, and then they just, like, you can listen, like, watch, you can literally Google YouTuber apologies. And just find playlist. Just huge playlist full of YouTuber apologies. YouTubers apologize. 2 minutes straight.
I want to apologize to the internet.
I owe you an apology.
I'm sorry.
I'm disappointed in myself.
I'm only here to say that I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna apologize for a lot of things.
This has all taught me a really valuable lesson.
I have a lot to work on as a human. I don't know who that person was.
I was the person that I didn't want to be.
Like I said, I made a huge mistake. I don't expect to be forgiven.
You know, I failed you.
I wish that I could say this is the last time that I would make a mistake.
I made a mistake.
I have made a lot of changes in my life.
I have changed so much as a human being.
I've taken a lot of time to do a lot of self-reflection.
I'm excited.
The fact that I'm sorry, I can't help but notice that Jeffree Star is in like 3 different locations because these are different apology videos for different incidents.
Continue to grow and mature from this.
I should be setting an example.
It was not okay.
I'm embarrassed by my own actions.
From the bottom of my heart, I am sorry.
I am so sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm truly sorry.
I am so sorry.
I'm sorry.
I am sorry. I am so sorry.
I am so unbelievably sorry.
I'm sorry.
We are very sorry.
So I am sorry for that.
I'm so sorry. I will be sorry for until the day I die.
There are no excuses for it.
I'm not going to give any excuses because there's no excuse for it whatsoever.
I have no excuses.
This is literally what James watched before he started writing his apology. He's like, alright, no excuse. I am so sorry. Things happened. The voice actor used the F slur against Dream? What the fuck?
I was in a very dark place.
I'm just an idiot.
And hopefully you guys can accept my apology.
So sorry, you guys.
I don't want to continue that behavior.
I should know better.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry for disappointing you.
Sorry for anybody who I've ever offended.
I apologize so deeply. I'm incredibly sorry if this offended you.
I just want to make this video to say sorry to everyone that I offended.
I am so sorry that any of you ever had to see me like that.
Really, really sorry.
So many Trisha ones.
It does not represent the human being that I am today.
I could have handled things differently.
I know I can't keep messing up like this.
I'm simply here to apologize.
I'm gonna give credit. Somehow we beat Logan Paul's apology.
I know, we've beat Logan Paul's. There's way worse ones.
There's way worse. We did it! This year we finally beat Logan Paul's apology.
Oh
we did it, everyone. We did it.
Many apology YouTuber. There's so many. We're gonna have to do this at some point. Just rank some YouTuber apology videos because it's an entire subgenre at this point. It's people.
5 or 6 hours worth of cumulative like trash she has done. It's a lot. But what's very interesting is she still continues posting as if nothing happened.
So I wanted to...
All she did was turn off comments and she just puts her head down and grinds.
Oh, she doesn't even
ignoring all of
comments too.
But watch how the videos have gone down. 50 views, 50,000 views, 40,000 views, 20,000 views, 26,000 views, 20,000 views.
What if it's another AI YouTuber? That I wouldn't be surprised. I feel like if anyone's gonna try and replace themselves with AI, it'll be
hi. Yeah, you've missed quite a bit. I'm gonna try to get the VOD out here at least for the apology section.
Illuminati at this point because her name is Mud. Like she is ruined. Like nobody like supports her. So she would definitely stand to benefit from buying Kwebbelkop's AI Keys to the Kingdom and make herself an AI tuber. It's Sunny V2 with a voice changer. Yeah. Yeah, I'll make you a prediction. Here's what I think. I think Illuminati will continue this trajectory for maybe 6 more months tops. After that, she's going to start another channel using an AI voice model in order to keep doing these same kind of videos but start fresh and hope people don't connect her to it. That's my guess. Because before all of this came to light, she was getting like 100 to 300k views per video. Then everyone learned that she's an absolute insufferable person that's done horrible things apparently. And now no one watches her. But if she did the same shtick with an AI voice on a fresh channel, she'd probably get away with it. Like I just said, it is so much to cover. I never even took the full plunge. It's just, she's this reoccurring villain. Every 3 weeks or so, there's new information about something fucked up she's done or is doing. It's this constant snowball that never runs out of snow, gathering steam. Better for her to just call Saul. Nah, she's gonna need to get herself a Hoover. Like, she's gotta relocate and disappear. Like I said, my prediction, I really do stand by it. I think she will probably, in 6 months' time, make a new channel, AI voice, make the exact same content, and just start fresh.
I think that's
So, go ahead and clip it. Make sure you remember my prediction, because I stand by it. I really think she's going to be one of the first YouTubers, other than Kwebbelkop, who is going to try to go entirely AI video-based. That is the direction I think she is going. So, let it be known, if that happens, I called it. I'll hit you with an I told you so. That's really about it. See ya.
That's so crazy.
I really think that she's right. I think that might happen.
I mean, yeah, I believe it, because, like, I mean, like, what else are you gonna do? You know, like, you know, I don't know, man. She's a fucking joke. Oh, wait, sorry, that's the nanny page. Jesus Christ. Shit. Yes, James showed his face again and gave, like, the most dog shit apology I've seen in a while. And we just ripped it to shreds. Alright, well, I think we're gonna call it a night. Still got work and such in the morning. But hey, we had quite a journey here, you know. We started with some classic Park Unte rabbit holes. We got to see some certified gay shit. That was great. I mean, that's worth the price of admission right there, right? The gay commie, Park Unte as a gay commie was worth the price of admission right there. And then we got to see another apology video. So I would say that the day has been very successful. And yeah, I probably will. Hang on, let me just check. Yeah, I probably will stream tomorrow. Very successful indeed. I think that should play us out. What do you guys think? I think we should let the gay commie stuff play us out. I mean, unless you guys don't want to see it again, you know, unless you guys just don't want to see that video again. Let's go ahead and cut to the money shot. Okay. All right. And with that, I'll be seeing you. Yes, this is the one with the camera snaps, but it's all worth it. It's all worth it. You guys have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow.
오전 8시 30분에 속박되어 오전 9시 5분 택시를 이용해 집에 도착함. 프라멘토 5020번지에 있는 집에서 하루 종일 외출하지 않아. 10시 16분 라뇨라는 인물과 통화. 18시 22분 이모 롤라와 통화. 특이사항은 잠들기 전까지 수차례 몇 분간에 걸쳐 독서적으로 시선을 고정시키고 있었다는 것이다. 11일 금요일 피고 몰리는 11시 55분 라뇨와 통화. 19시 15분 오늘도 북서쪽을 바라보고 있었습니다. 좀 더 정확하게 방향을 표시하자면 교도소가 있는 비아데보토 지역을 향해 쳐다보고 있었습니다.
이 동료들에게 전해줄 메시지 모두가 내가 나가서 해야 할 일 전부 다 말해줘. 발렌틴, 정말 나 때문에 네가 위험해지지 않을 거라고 확신할 수 있어? 확신할 수 있어. 그럼 네가 말하는 거 내가 전부 다 알고 그동안 행복했어. 꿈속에 갑자기 어머니가 나타났어. 나에게 화를 냈는데 네가 잘못해서 몰리나가 죽었다고 그렇게 비참하게 만든 넌 미안하지도 않냐고. 그래, 모든 게 내 잘못이었고 그래서 난 견딜 수 없는 억울했어.
25일 금요일 19시 20분 순찰차에서 대기 중이던 2명의 감식기관 요원이 피고에게 신분증을 보여달라고 요구한다. 그 순간 달리고 있던 차에서 발포. 감식기관 요원인 호아킨 페로네와 피고가 부상으로 쓰러졌다. 두 부상자 중에서 피고 몰리나는 경찰이 응급처치를 하기 전에 사망한다.
마르타, 당신 지금 어디에 있지? 내 옆에? 이리 가까이 와줘. 내 손을 꼭 잡아줘. 고마워. 당신에게 전부 말해주고 싶어. 몰리나가 내 동료들에게 전화를 걸어서 만약에 자기를 인해 조직이 위험에 처해지게 되면 자기를 총으로 쏴 죽여달라고 부탁했대. 그녀가 어째서 그런 죽음을 선택했는지 난 알 길이 없지만 부디 그녀 자신의 용기 있는 선택이었길 바랄 뿐이야. 이제 난 자장가처럼 그녀의 영화 얘기를 들으면서 잠을 청할 수도 없게 됐고 수많은 그녀의 저녁 초대에 보답할 수도 없게 돼버렸어. 난 이제 어떻게 해야 되지? 마르타, 항상 이렇게 내 옆에서 얘기를 들어주며 함께 해줬으면 좋겠어. 난 이제 힘을 낼 거야. 동정이 투쟁을 위해서 날 기다리고 있거든. 항상 내 옆에 있어줘. 사랑해. 마르타. 6, 5, 7.
Am I wise enough for both of us? Wise enough to send it off? Salted air, we know it well. Evergreen shadows swell. shrouded clouds and eyes of green. No more bottle message.